Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of Doing the Most, which is the Premier League show on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube channel. I will explain shortly exactly what it is, but it is interactive, so everyone in the comment section can get involved on all of the polls in regards to voting. Big up to everyone who's supporting Sarcasm City TV as always. Large up everyone who's supporting. Make sure you hit that like button on the video, though. Make sure you hit the like button on the video, whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back. Share this across all the socials. On top of those two things, make sure you subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV as well. So hit that like button, share across all of the socials. So important you do that. Follow at That's Me Flawless, at Sarcasm City TV across all socials. And on top of those two things, subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV as well. Jez is also in the building. Yes, Jez, what are you telling me? You good?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Can you hear my phone in the background?
Yeah, a little bit, but as long as the people in the chat can't too tough, you should be all right. It's only a little bit.
Yeah.
But Jez is in the building. Like I said, big up TJ, big up Warrior J, big up Jesters, big up Hugo, large up everyone who's tapped in. Let's get us into double figure likes though. Get any questions in. Please keep them Premier League related, people. Keep your questions Premier League related. And for those that haven't seen Doing the Most before, it's where we look back at the Premier League weekends games just gone, and there's 5 different categories, people. So 5 different categories. Myself, Jez, and you lot in the panelists. You lot in the comment section, will nominate or bring suggestions for nominees. Then we'll pick the 4 most spoken about, the 4 most mentioned, and then I will run polls, people. Of course, if you super chat in regards to for any of the polls, that is said winner of that category. So even if it's the most unforgettable goal, let's say it's a terrible goal, if somebody super chats that that has the winning goal, even if it's 79p, 99p, and then but if someone super chats another goal and their amount is higher, then that's how we'll do it, like a bidding process type of thing. So yeah, the 5 categories are the most unforgettable goal, makes that explains itself. Most unpredicted result, again, explains itself. Most unacceptable error must have led to a goal for the opposition. Most unacceptable error must have led to a goal for the opposition. Most untouchable manager. If a manager lost, he is not eligible for that category. So say for instance, Klopp loses a game. You know what I'm saying? Of course, he would not be eligible, even though in theory he is, because it's on the weekend's games just gone. And on the flip side, most under the cosh manager, which if a manager won, say the Luton Town manager wins, he would not be eligible, or Vincent Company wins at Burnley, he would not be eligible for said category. Big up to TJ, I see you in the chat, who says, yes, Flawless, big up. Remember how I said Nketiah was eventually going to come good with laughing emojis. You're a joke, man. Big up to Warrior J. I seen you just on Lewis's channel. Very strange. What's the word I'm looking for? Very strange agenda. A Matson, but we move. That's
I don't know. You
yeah.
know what it is? It's because
Go on.
Chelsea fans was trying to push the thing of that Matson should play, and obviously there's obviously the people that think what really has to be shown to warrant even a place to get a chance. But then at the same time, like I said, man, Chelsea fans.
Yeah,
Chelsea fans love to complain. I mean, Chelsea fans love to complain, so it's nothing new, to be honest.
Very, very, very strange. Big up TJ says, bro, no jokes. Where the fuck do I get one of those Mr. Take Note tees? So this was made for me. You know who got me this? Yan City. Yan City bought me this for my birthday like 2 years ago. It was either birthday or Christmas, but true say, my birthday is right around the corner. So she actually bought me the t-shirt, and she bought me a couple bucket hats as well. So shout out to Yan City each and every time. So yeah, like I have no idea where she got it from, but shout out to her. She a real one every single time. Did you see the Newcastle penalty in the Wolves game? If you did, what was your thoughts on the penalty? I did, because I legit just watched the games, and now I can't remember. You know what I'm saying? Now I can't remember what it was. Like legit, what was it? Shit, I'm trying to remember. Do you remember, Jez?
No, I can't lie.
I remember. I legit just watched the games as well. What was the penalty? Wait. Jog my memory, Warrior J. I'm trying to remember.
I know there was a penalty, but I haven't really caught up with all the games today. I might have to go look some during the stream.
That's cool. I legit just watched the games beforehand. Hey, big up. We got legendary Zar in the building talking his foolishness though, but big up to Zar. Says Nketiah over Hoyland. Yeah, sure, innit? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, innit? Nketiah gonna be holding bench soon, but we move. And yeah, smash those likes, people. Pay the toll. Make sure you share this across the socials. Let's bump up these numbers, man. Bump up these likes. Way too low. What we doing, people? What are we doing? I'm trying to remember. Oh, the on Shah. Why don't I remember? Why don't I remember?
Do you remember? Hey, I just had to throw that out there real quick.
This guy, I
Random
hate
stuff.
you, you know. I hate you, you know. Yo, legit, I'm not gonna lie, Warrior J, man. I can tell I'm getting old. I legit just watched the games beforehand, so I'm gonna watch it back in a second. Oh man, I said, do you remember? That is mad funny.
Oh, man, don't kill
Yo,
me.
Jess is coming to his own. That is mad funny, yo. I don't, yo, that's really concerning, man. People, I swear on my life, yeah. I just before we went live watched all the games. You know what I'm saying? Like legit, and
Oh,
I don't remember.
the media awareness.
Yo, that is crazy, you know. I'm trying to remember what Warrior J is talking about. Oh my god. Yeah, Jez is cooking. He's pissing me off because Jez is cooking and his team's cooking. That being said, we'll go there. Spurs with a
Barbecue
win.
chicken.
Yeah, Spurs with a win. Away at Palace. I know you spoke on it on Saturday, but you can speak on it briefly on here and you're loving with Ange as
Yeah,
well.
I mean, some people may have not even seen it, so might as well.
Yeah. That's cool. Get to it from.
Nah,
And before
I
you
think
go, Zah says allow watch him cook. Zah, you know what? Yeah, every time you're on the bench, I'm gonna tweet you. You know what I'm saying? Once he hits bench, you know it's a wrap. Yeah, go on, fam. Carry on.
oh,
Go on.
we know he's gonna finish soon. Soon,
Yeah,
company
facts,
will be
man.
there.
Bench players
But
talk
yeah,
about these starters, but we move. Go on.
but yeah.
Do
What's
you
it? What's it?
remember? This guy.
The game. You throw me off because I'm trying to talk about the game.
Sorry, that's proper hit me for six. That sorry, go on. I'll
Uh,
shut up. My bad. Go on.
no worries, but nah, it just came in my mind too as well. So the game. Talking about the game, we talked about obviously on Saturday. If you were not there, go watch the Chelsea Spurs and Man United watch show as well to see more. But I'm gonna go more briefly about it today. That um, Soho's Park away. I said that before on a Q&A on Wednesday that I felt more weird about that game than the game against Chelsea at home.
You did say that.
Um,
You did say that.
because Soho's Park, regardless what it is, they always do like to turn up. They do tend to turn up for London games. It's because the fans as well. It's just it's one of the. It's not a rivalry, but it's still not an easy place to go to. I think away most places it's not easy to go away anyway. So I felt a bit weird about it, but I think we performed quite well in the circumstances of missing a couple of players
Mm.
from injury and just certain players just missing on the pitch. Like I feel like Bizumo coming back, he didn't really look the greatest in my opinion. So when Hoiberg came on, I felt like Hoiberg did a good job to be honest.
Yeah.
But then again, Kuzua possibly was also all of the rhythm as well because he had to sit again. Um, Charleston, I keep saying this man, dude just goes out there, just doesn't do anything. And obviously Ben Davis in the first half, he just didn't do as well. But then again, it's been a minute since he hasn't played a game. He was injured as well, so I might allow him as well. But I mean, second half, I think we just turned it up. Obviously, on goal, people can say Jamie goal. Watch our second goal and talked about how that was Jamie. Good. That came from our own back line, but like our centre backs just calmly keeping the ball. Paul is just spinning his own man. Saar making the switch. Johnson with the effort to bring it to Son with a or to Madison it was with her header, and then just Johnson also with the effort straight away going into the box and be there to give Son the pass for the tapping. So it's like, nah, to be honest, like second half was a lot better in terms of just the attacking attempt and also slowing down Palace. So it's like it's just a good win to be honest. Like those away, especially those specific away games. Like I'm looking at, I think there's only the bridge, Etihad, Villa Park, St James, um, OT. Depends if Ten Hag is still there. If Ten Hag's still there, then not OT. Yeah, I think these. I think unless I miss one more team, oh yeah, and Anfield.
Yeah.
These are probably the last places that I would look at and saying that we haven't played away yet. I'm still like, okay, this could be tricky games, but once we got these games all off the line too, I feel like the other away games we should do better. And to be honest, I feel like we can do better as well in those games. So yeah, keep it stepping in.
No, that's fair. And big up to Yan City in the building. Yes, Yan, what you saying? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Oh bless, oh bless. You already know. So Jan's in the building, people as well. I see you lot in the chat. To V1 who says about trying to do super chat but only allows 19.99 super chats. Not sure what's happening. I'm not sure. Let me know. Anyone else? I'm not saying super chat, but I'm saying select the option and see if it comes up for you. Because then I know V1 if it's on your end or it's on my end. But I haven't changed anything in regards to monetization on the channel. But YouTube was playing up yesterday, so it could be to do with that. But let me know V1 if that changes. I don't know, maybe close out and then close the YouTube video and then open it back up. But big up to you. Yeah, Ahmed's hiding. Don't get mistaken. He's ducking. Don't like he is fully ducking. He ducked. We was on the watch along on the kick when Chelsea were playing Brentford. He disappeared when Pinnock scored. Man just disappeared. He did do his match reaction. Make sure you subscribe to the Bridge 258. Then I put in the doing the most group chat. Jez can vouch for this because he's there. And I was like, yo, are you lot about tomorrow? Jez was like, yeah. And he said something dumb.
He said,
Like,
he said maybe. And also,
yeah, he said
no,
maybe.
he didn't say maybe because I told him say either yes, maybe or no.
Yeah,
I was like, yo, why you answering like that, bro? Like
he said some cryptic message, like some stereotypical.
yeah, I just want to say he said who knows. He said who knows.
Yeah,
so
that
I'm
was
like,
yeah.
And I was like, bro, just answer like a fucking man, bro. Say yes, maybe or no, bro. Like, I don't know what he was on, bro. I swear
it's because they got packed by Brentford, man. That's what it is. So yeah, he is hiding. So yeah, where's Ahmed trying to beat semi-pro career mode again? Yeah, man, he's hiding. He's hiding. Don't get him mistaken. He is hiding. And it just came back to me. The challenge. See, I knew I'd watched it. So Chan went to clear it, and then he kicked the player. I think it's a penalty. I'm not gonna lie. Probably unpopular, not unpopular. Yeah, the unpopular opinion. That's what I would say. I think most people would say it isn't a penalty. I think it is. So that's what I would say. I think it was a pen. But hey, we move. Before we do move, obviously we don't often get a City perspective in general. So yeah, I presume you watched the derby. I don't know if you was flying, but thoughts on the derby real quick and just City like over the past couple of weeks. Because obviously you had the losses, but then now you've turned it around and bounced back.
Yeah, I did actually watch the derby. That's the only game I watched, to be fair. I don't really watch a lot of football at the moment. But yeah, I think City, we tend to start slow most seasons. We actually didn't this season. We started really well. But I think since then I don't think we've been at our best. Even in the United game, like we won. But I don't think we were at our best. I think we were better than we have been over the past couple of weeks. But yeah, I think there's levels that we can go up. We normally start our season like January. That's when we normally kick off and go on a crazy run. Sometimes we dip a bit in February. And then sort of when it gets to the squeaky bum time is when we're normally at our best. So we'll see how it goes. There's a long way to go left yet. And there's quite a lot of teams that look good this season, so we'll have to see. But obviously, it's always nice to win a derby. Our record away is better than at home. So it's like we're more likely to win at Old Trafford than we are at home against United, which is a weird one. But yeah, so I'm happy with that.
Right, first. Who do you think? You said there's some teams who are close to you. You know what I'm saying? I look at this guy. This you are Timo Light. Your man said, "Oh, but coming on to that, Jan's here and he in the building." Big little bro in the chat. Fucking joke, man. Timo. Yes. No, it's Ryan. It's not even Timo.
Oh,
you know
Ryan,
what I'm saying?
I thought you said Timo.
Yeah. No, because he's doing what Timo does. Because when Eleanor's here, that's what happens, innit? Like if Eleanor appears, Timo will just pull up out of nowhere. Okay, that being said, he did big you up, so he appeared as soon as you did. And so did this guy. Yes, little bro, what you saying, man? You good?
Ryan.
Yeah, good, man. How are you guys? You good?
Oh, bless, man. You know what I'm saying? My football team tried to kill me, but other than that, I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
I told you, bro. Join the Anch-hype, bro.
I'm on the Maddis train, though. I'm with Madison. I'm with that.
No, fair enough, man. The more people on that train, the better.
That being said, I'd be on the Back Again podcast, giving Spurs their props because there's free haters over there. They don't want to give Spurs their props. I do give Spurs their props.
Hey, man, you know what?
To be fair, they have Chelsea do have a Spurs manager, but he just sucks.
Go on, yeah. What is he gonna say?
No, I was gonna say because normally, no one really hates Spurs more than me, but actually, now Harry Kane's gone, they're not as bad. They're actually all right at the moment, and I really like Ange. To be fair.
Oh, you're funny, Ange.
To be fair, when he came in, I did predict they'd be a bit better because the pressure wouldn't be on him because there wasn't the expectations for him. So it was kind of like I knew he would be able to come in and settle. And the sort of manager he is, everywhere he's been, I know he's not been at a big club before, like, but he has improved every team he's been to. So I thought if he goes to Spurs under no pressure, he'd do well. I didn't expect him to do as well as he is doing, but obviously it is early days, so we'll just have to see how it goes.
I do think we have a lot of performance. Yeah, I actually too, like, the funny part about this here about Anges, because I did see him coach in the Champions League the season before with Celtic, and I'm seeing him playing with Celtic against Real Madrid, and he's popping Real Madrid off the pitch. But obviously they lost the game 3-0 because Real Madrid is Real Madrid, they got the quality. But I looked at him and said, that's a good manager right there, but obviously I didn't expect right now what we're doing. So I feel like a part of it is definitely us just overperforming. That's why I don't really believe, we talked about it last time, I don't believe anything about like title races and stuff like that. I'm just trying to enjoy the season right now.
Yeah.
But
yeah, must be nice, man.
This
must be nice.
Every year, though. I think it's like Arsenal. Arsenal win the league like every November. Do you know what I mean? Like,
the league season was over in November a couple of weeks ago, and then it started.
No, but it happens every time. Like, it's way too early to, like, I wouldn't say where City are now has anything to do with where we'll be in May, to be honest. Like, as long as we're still close enough to be in a title race, I could never rule us out. I think Liverpool will finish higher than they are now as well. So it's going to be an interesting season, but I think Spurs are doing well, and you've got a likeable manager for the first time, and Harry Kane's gone, so you're more likeable as a team. So, you know, there's
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm just a Harry Kane.
You know what, Jess? Sure, man, Jess. Sure.
I mean, like I said, I would say that the trend is still open, bro. Like, these Man United players are trying to kill you.
I'd rather walk. I'm good. To Timo,
Timo, what's going on with Chelsea, man? What is going on?
We gonna get to Chelsea. Hold fire. Hold fire with the chopper, Jan. Give it 1 second. You Spurs to Jan ready to just shoot everybody. You Spurs twerkers, have some shame, have some dignity. I know that ain't who I think it is talking about twerking for Spurs, and you a Chelsea fan, so we not even gonna go there. Right? We not even go there, but we will talk about Chelsea. Jan, the floor is yours.
Do you know what? Like, I have not been watching too much football, but like, every time I'm seeing Chelsea, like, I did actually watch quite a bit of the Chelsea-Arsenal game, and Chelsea were doing really well. And I was like, you know what? They actually look like they're going to win this game. And then I don't know what the goalkeepers were doing. It was kind of like they wanted to show off who was the worst. It was just a weird situation because there was no need for either. Two of them goals were not needed. Do you know what I mean? So I don't really understand what the goalkeepers were doing. But I just think with Chelsea, like, I don't get it. Like, that game was won. Any other season, Chelsea win that game. First. So I just don't really know what's going on with them. The Brentford game, you know, I wasn't in the room when Brentford scored, but I heard this massive cheer. I'm like, to my dad, the home team must have scored, like, it's got to be Chelsea. And next minute is Brentford. So
that's the real King of West London.
It's crazy. Like, it sounded from another room like the home team had gone 1-0 up. Like, that's what it sounded like. And then when I went in the room, I was like, what? So yeah, it's just, I haven't watched them all season to be like able to give some proper analysis, but just from what I'm seeing, it seems like it's the same problem again. The fact that Cole Palmer's scoring quite a few of their goals is it says a lot, because he didn't score in the Premier League, I don't think, for City at all. Like, he's a good player, don't get me wrong. And he will thrive more at Chelsea where he's got more time on the pitch. But yeah, I think they need I was saying to my brother-in-law the other day, you could literally put any team in the league and say that Julian Alvarez would improve them. They need someone like that. I think every team in the league could do with an Alvarez.
That's right.
But yeah, they need someone like that, because I just think then they're either not creating chances, or when they are creating chances, just nothing's happening. And you just need to be scoring consistently in the league to get top 10 nowadays. So I don't know what they're gonna do.
How are you losing to Brentford at home, though? Do you know how terrible Brentford have been this season?
They always lose to Brentford at home.
We did it last
but Brentford were all right last season, and they had Ivan Toney. Brentford have been terrible this season, you know. They've actually been arse.
Tony was.
And Chelsea losing 2-0. That, oh my days, they're actually terrible.
There should be
honestly, like, you know, I'm just saying. It's certain scapegoats for Chelsea at the moment. I'm not hearing much on certain £115 million midfielders at the moment getting away with it. I'm just saying, innit? I'm just saying, when you sign £115 million players and you know they're not even getting you to wins over Brentford at home, I'm just saying questions have to be asked. They would be asked at other clubs.
You know
what I'm just saying, innit?
Because they've spent so much money, money's not even brought up anymore. It's like it's just gone past that point. I think if they'd have bought like one player, like one midfielder for 100 mil, I think the spotlight will be on them. But because they've just spent so much money, it's like I don't get it. I don't think they can be this bad forever with some of the players that they have. But I just feel like, and I like Enzo. Like, I really wanted Enzo myself. I thought he's a good player. Caicedo's a good player. They've got good players in there. I just don't think a lot of the other players are not anywhere near that level. So they're going to have to spend more money to fix this. I don't see how they do it without spending a load more money. They
definitely need to spend more money, which is crazy considering the amount they've spent.
Exactly, yeah.
Like, you're right. Like, it's gone because they've spent so much and they've been bad for such a long period of time. We just like, all right, that's just Chelsea. That's why we don't talk about it. They finished 12th last season. They're sat in 11th now. Like, I think we just expect it. Like, if they lose to Spurs, like the crying afterwards and the tears will be hilarious, but we kind of expect it.
But everybody else will be like, but you are supposed to lose anyway. But it's just the hilarious part because
we just look at them as like they're the rich homeless guy. That's what it's kind of like. I'm saying.
Not the hilarious part about it this year, because I told Lewis this year, it's ironic because they're probably going to have worse losses than today, but their fans gonna be more outraged because it's against us.
Facts. Like, my fan base is the Manchester derby. Like, this is the game that made you go, all right, the manager gotta go. Like, we haven't been performing like this the entire season. But hey, we move. Ryan, what you saying though? Anything you want to get off your chest? That ain't funny. You telling jokes? How dare you unmute yourself to laugh? Hey, you know what, Jan? Fuck you in it. How about that? You know what I'm saying? Look at this shit. You know
what? It wasn't. To be fair, it wasn't funny. It was just very hilarious.
Oh, was it very hilarious? Yeah. Some guy shot, man. This guy.
Do you know what? I was actually watching your watch along because I just love watching them when. But it's too funny, and like just from the way you were at the beginning, we got no chance today. I just thought, oh, bless you, because there's just no hope. It's great. I'd love to see it. You deserve it so much.
Why do I deserve it? All right, you say my club.
Your club deserve it so much.
Yeah, I don't.
And probably you too for chatting your shit before. Like, how many years have you've been chatting shit? You know
what shit?
Karma is a bitch.
Wait, what shit was I chatting before?
Listen, when I threw your scarf out the window all them years ago, you should have took it.
You did. For those that don't know, she threw Jan threw my my golden green scarf out the window. This is years ago. You're talking like 2014, something like that. Yeah, it might even been longer. Yeah, like 2014, 2013, something like that. Long time ago, people. The disrespect. Ryan, what are you telling me though?
You can get another scarf.
Nah, I've still got it. I wouldn't have got it back. You know what I'm saying? It's only outside of my garden.
Oh,
fair. Yeah. Should have threw Jan out the window. But yo, Ryan, what are you saying?
Yeah, it's all right. First, just thoughts with Luis Diaz and obviously his family as well. Like,
absolutely.
You know, fuck the scumbags who have done what they did to his parents. Obviously his mum's been found, which is good news, but hopefully his dad gets found. I really hope he does, because you know no one should have to go through that. And you know, thoughts are with him and his family, man. So just had to get that in first. And yeah, apart from that, I mean, yeah, we're a decent team, innit? Like, that's what it is, man.
Yeah, it must be nice. Yeah,
we're doing better than what I thought. We were really good the other day, to be honest. Against Forest, we were really good, actually. I know it's Forest at home, but just the way we controlled the game from start to finish, like, we never really gave them a sniff. Like, we always looked like we were going to easily win it. And yeah, it's good. It's all looking good, man. Like Alisson didn't have anything to do the other day, which is a positive at the end of the day. It shows how well we played as a team overall. Our defense looked good. Van Dijk is looking really good this season. Actually, to be fair to me, he's looking really good actually now. It seems like the captaincy's been a good thing for him. Yeah, even McAllister. I actually thought McAllister was man of the match the other day. I've gotten on to him the last couple of weeks, but he actually played really well against Forest, to be fair to him. Szoboszlai as well, brilliant. Attack scoring goals. You know, it's looking good, man. It's looking good. I have to give I probably haven't given him enough credit this season, but I have to give credit to Klopp as well for this season because, you know, I didn't think we'd be on this kind of points total after 10 games, having a whole new midfield. You know, I just because of the running we had, like. Wait, can you hear me?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, you just stopped. Yeah, you just stopped.
Yeah, I just thought with the running we had, I just thought we wouldn't be as high up as what we are, to be honest. With you, like a point of City and everything. But now he's done really well, man. Especially with a whole new midfield as well. That's what's probably impressed me the most. It's a whole new midfield. So I have to give Klopp his credit for that. So yeah, it's looking good, man. We've got a couple more games that we really should be winning in the league. Luton away and Brentford at home before we play City. Well, that City game, man. Like, listen,
is that at their place or is that
your place? It's at their place, isn't it? That's why I'm like,
first.
That's why I'm kind of like writing that game off a bit in it because like we're going with like no DM and Tsimikas at left back to the Etihad where we never really do well anyway. Like, what's the point in it? Like, just win our next two and then you go into that City away game. Like, whatever happens in it. That's the way I see it.
So I hear that. So yeah, love. I was saying big up to everyone who's tapped in. Sorry, large up to everyone who is tapped in. We are going to get into the actual show. So for those that haven't seen Doing the Most before, we look back at the weekend's games just gone. That's all we look at, people. It's the weekend's games just gone. There's 5 different categories. Myself, Jez, Ryan, Jan, as well as you lot in the comments will suggest nominees for each category. Then I will run polls on each category as well. If somebody does super chat, even if it is a suggestion that is not nominated, I'll still run the polls, but that is then a winner. But then if someone super chats more, then that is the winner and so forth. Like Lewis the Prick last week with was it the most? Who was losing? Poch was losing the poll. So then he like for most under the Kosh manager, and he super chatted like 199 for Ten Hag. What a prick. But big up to Lewis every single time. So yeah, we are going to get into it. So the 5 different categories are, again, people, most unforgettable goal, again, explains itself. Most unpredicted result, self-explanatory. Most unacceptable error, must have led to a goal for the opposition. And if a player gives away a penalty and that penalty is converted, that is also eligible. Most untouchable manager, if a manager lost, he is not eligible for that. So say, for instance, Liverpool lost, Klopp would not be eligible for most untouchable manager, for example. And then on the flip side, most under the Kosh manager, if a manager won or got a surprise draw, he is not eligible. So say Burnley won, Vincent Kompany would not be eligible for said category. So we'll get into it. Let me know in the chat, please, people. Get your suggestions in. Get your nominee suggestions in. Most unforgettable goal. Jez, what are you saying, man? What goals stand out to you from this weekend's games?
Can you go to somebody else real quick?
Yeah, it's cool, no stress. I'll go to Yan. I know shit. I know Yan didn't watch shit. Ryan, most of the goals that stand out to you this week. Am I lying?
Have I ever watched any of these?
Yeah,
games?
Exactly. That's why exactly. We just here. You know what I'm saying? Just ornament. Yeah, what are you telling me, Ryan?
I haven't watched all of them, but
yeah, what you've watched is cool.
Nketiah's goal, the hat-trick goal, was a great goal. I thought City's second goal, actually, the Haaland header, I actually thought that was a really good move, actually. That goal, really good move. Really liked that goal, actually. Yeah, so I'd say that one as well. Other than that, I mean, I can't really think of many others.
Hey, nigga, finish, you know. Finish, nigga, you know. I finish, you know. I will find you, you know, Jez. You are not hard to find in Leslie, you know, all my life, yo. Oh my fucking life, this guy.
How do you know I'm still in Leicester though?
You know, I'll find you, man. I'll be like, where's the guy named German? There ain't many of you like floating about. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that actually, I love to be honest. That's actually a lot.
This guy. Are you supposed to be watching the goals, Jez? Huh? This guy was smart ass comments.
I'm just literally.
How about you concentrate on the screen, the TV screen?
You know what? Oh, to watch me the goals in them.
That reminded me Spurs' second goal as well.
Which was Spurs' second goal?
It was Son's goal. The
Son goal, the whole build up to it.
Yeah. And even Ayu's goal for Palace as well. That was a great.
That was a banger, actually. I'm saying Ayu's. Let me know in the chat, you lot. I think Ayu's goal.
Because I hate that guy. I don't even want to.
Yeah, I hope he wins. He's going into the category. Yeah, Lee Chan Wolves, the second goal. That was a
that Burnley goal from Charlie Taylor. That was a banger. The volley.
Yeah. We went in with that, Charlie Taylor. Yeah,
that was a banger still.
From the edge of the
this
box.
category, I'm just going with what you guys are saying, to be honest.
It's cool, innit? Yeah. You could be like Jan, just ornament settings, innit? It's calm.
Hey, so we got when you some of the best teams in the country, man.
Do you know what? If Phil Foden had pulled off that bicycle kick, it would have been that, but he didn't.
Oh yeah, if you want to
I thought that had gone in for a second.
Yeah, facts. What a scrub.
It wasn't far away.
The head loss that I saw from people when he tried it to begin with.
What was his? Was it Lee Chan? Yeah. We'll run with that. You know what I'm saying? You lot get your questions in as well, Premier League.
You mean Hungry Chan?
Is it? What's his name?
It's Hungry
Chan, isn't it?
Hungry
Chan.
Yeah. Pep messed it up for me, innit? It was Pep. Blame him, man.
I mean, Pep causing the Korean guy, to be honest.
Yeah. That's on Pep, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's Hwang. Yeah, my God. Right. You don't know who I'm talking about, man. All right. I'm just gonna add it. I'm gonna run this poll, people. So get ready to vote on the poll, people. The poll is now up. The poll is now up. Most unforgettable goal. Get your votes in. Obviously, any questions, just keep them Premier League related. But most unforgettable goal. And Nketiah, the third goal. Ayu's goal against Spurs was a banging goal. I hope for Jez's sake that he wins. You know what I'm saying? Just to spite Jez. Charlie Taylor's goal, banging goal from the edge of the box. And then Hwang, what is his name? I'm just calling man Chan. You know what I'm saying? And that, like, HHC, him. You don't know what I'm talking about. His goal was very good. Sent even the initial move. What was the Wolves player?
I tell you, it's Hung Hee Shun.
All right, cool. Yeah, you know I'll be butchering names. It's like, Jan, do you know what this ain't funny? You know what I'm saying?
It's the way you went, okay, cool.
That is facts. Like,
no attempt to copy.
Nah, you know what I'm saying? I'm broken out. You want to be doing this shit, but here we are. You know what I'm saying?
Just call him the Korean guy.
Yeah, just do the pep thing, call him the Korean guy. But you lot vote on the poll, man. Go vote on the poll. Most unforgettable goal. Like I said, it's Nketiah's, Ayu's, Charlie Taylor's, and what's the name of the guy, Jez, for Wolves?
Hung Hee Shun.
There you go, people. Flawless Jan Ryan. Is there shameless on Tuesday? I don't think there is, Warrior J. I don't think there is shameless on Tuesday.
There's nothing to be shameless about Chelsea, to be fair.
Yeah, I don't think so. And that's not on Lewis. It's just getting everybody available. Everyone busy. That's what it is. Everyone on their own time. Like, that's just legit what it is. And to Timo's name, who says it's Uncle Fats, don't call me my government name. Who called you Uncle? When did that happen? I've been meaning to ask you that. So I thought, let me ask you now. Who called you Uncle? When did that happen? And to Stuart B, who says, I'm fuming 10 Hag's changed his old philosophy. He's playing to the player's strengths. Biggest mistake any manager has ever made, worse than Ollie giving Maguire the captain's armband. That's the crazy part, Stuart. I don't think he's playing to the player's strengths because he did that last season and it worked. This season, I don't know what's going on. I have no idea. I can't even say I have zero idea. Zero. Well, you lot continue to vote, man, on the poll. Get the votes in. What we doing, people? It's more than you lot locked in than who have voted on the poll, even if you're not active in the chat. Because there's no way and Nketiah currently has 100% of the votes. What is going on? Don't make me go and vote. The fuck? It was a banging goal, though. It really was. Let's see what else. Yeah, Paulino, honorable mention. Any honorable mentions? Actually, Ryan's the only person I can ask. Ryan, any honorable mentions?
Wait, so the four you said were Hwang Chan's, Ayu, Charlie Taylor, and what else?
And Nketiah's third goal. And
I said a couple ones were the Spurs' second goals, the Son goal because of the move, and City's second goal as well. Was good. So I'd say those two.
Alan's goal was good. The second one was good. The second one
just the move by Grealish. Grealish had a really good game, by the way. A lot of people mentioned that.
Nice, you know, nice. You know what I'm saying.
Do you know what? Grealish is one of them players that, like, because he doesn't get goals and assists, people are like, oh, he's not that good. But actually, as a team, we create a lot more when he's on the pitch.
I thought he played really well. His link up with Bernardo on that left was really
he
good.
drags everyone out wide, and then do you know what I mean? Then it's like there's more space for the people in the middle, like Haaland. So it works.
Yeah, that was a good. Yeah, even the second goal, I was like, I can't even blame anyone defensively. I'm like, that's just a good team move. They just put it together. They just clapped us apart. And big up to Snoop in the chat as well. I see you. Yeah, Snoop, go vote on the poll as well, man. Go vote on the poll.
Well, you should blame Murtaza because he's been on this whole Grealish been and replaced by a Doku agenda, and all of a sudden he's dropping bombastic versus United.
Murtaza for you, isn't it? That's why I just let it
To
go.
be fair though, if Pep had brought on Doku earlier, it probably would have been a worse result because Doku just
because he would have gotten the red
causes so many issues for everyone.
I mean, there would have been definitely a red card because that Anthony guy thought he's more of a fighter than actually footballer.
He should have got sent off for that. That was so stupid what he did. Anthony.
Talking about Anthony when he kicked out Doku.
When he kicked Doku.
Pardon me.
I don't know what he was doing, to be fair, but Doku seems to get in altercations all the time. So the other week when we played Brighton at home, that what's his name? The Dutch guy.
Which Dutch guy? For who?
For Brighton, number 34.
You're talking about
Veltman or something.
Veltman.
Oh.
Yeah, he must have kicked Daku. All I could hear was Daku like on the floor. Like I'd never heard anything like it. I was like, what the hell? He comes up and he's like, I don't know why. Like normally, you can't hear as much of what was going on, but for some reason in that game, I could like hear everything. Like when Grealish got booked, he didn't get booked for anything other than he went over to the linesman and he said something like, "Are you fucking blind?" And then he got booked. So he didn't actually get booked for anything else. It was what he said. Like, you could just hear everything. Like, Veltman came over and was like, "I'm sorry, mate." And then he was just, like, screaming on the floor. It was mad. But, yeah, he keeps getting kicked because he's so quick. You kind of have to kick him to stop him. So, I don't know. But I like him. City fans love him.
Yeah, he's direct. You go into players like that. Yeah, players like that. Because players like that get people off the edge of the people on the edge of their seat.
Yeah.
He gets you off your seat like that direct, and he's completely different to. You mentioned Grealish. Obviously, you have other quality players like Foden and Bernardo Silva. He just gives you something else.
Yeah, he does.
It's just a different look, and
especially when people are getting tired. You know, like that's why I think Pep brings him on when he does, because it's like when everyone's getting tired and he's just got that pace. He's hard to deal with.
Electric, man. Nightmare for defenders.
Yo, big up Snoop in the comments, by the way.
Yeah, large up my guy Snoop. And I forgot Snoop. You and Snoop have this bromance. But yeah, big up Snoop.
Snoop's a cool guy, man. He's a cool guy.
He's popped it back up after months. The AWOL, but shout out my guy Snoop.
Milan's been stinking off the place, so I don't play him.
Say that again. What did you say?
I said Milan's been stinking off the place, so I don't play him.
Oh yeah, facts, man. Yeah. Milan.
I don't know who Snoop is, but I'm offended. How are you going to say that Ryan has the best knowledge out here when I'm here?
Oh my God.
Hey man, real football men know real football men, man.
Real football men know who I am.
They understand real football men, innit?
Oh my God. The egos on here, man. Oh my Lord. Oh.
Am I not speaking facts, Flora?
You know what? I'm not involved in this. I'm just gonna keep it moving, people.
Hey, blame me. All I'm saying, blame me.
I'm just keeping it moving. Warrior J, you laugh, you know the pattern. But yeah, winner of this most unforgettable goal in Ketia. Got 82% of the votes. Hey, 0%. You know, haters, man. Charlie Taylor, 9%. What did you just say, Jez?
I said your defense is in trouble.
And then the Korean guy, you got 9% too. So when Ketty has won this, all right, let's go to the next one, people. Next category, most unpredicted result. So I'll go through all the results, and then we'll go. Shut the fuck up, Jez. Yeah, I hate this.
Normally
before you go, I thought after that lineup. To be fair, after that lineup, I thought City gonna win like 6-0.
I said don't embarrass us. That's all I tweeted out, and they just did that. I said just don't embarrass us, don't even win. But yeah, we move. But yeah, these are the results from the weekend just gone. Obviously, Friday, Crystal Palace 1, Tottenham 2, Chelsea 0, Brentford 2, Arsenal 5, Sheffield United 0, Bournemouth 2, Burnley 1, Wolves 2, Newcastle 2, West Ham 0, Everton 1, Brighton 1, Fulham 1, Aston Villa 3, Luton 1, Liverpool 3, Nottingham Forest 0, and yeah, Manchester Derby, United 0, Manchester City 2.
It's Everton winning, let's be honest.
Go on, whatever ones that stand out to you though. That's definitely one. Is there any others?
That would be the biggest shock, I think, because you would expect West Ham. West Ham were at home, weren't they?
Yeah, West Ham were at home. Yeah,
you'd expect West Ham to win at home. The form that Everton have been in, I know they kind of have spells where they're all right, but yeah, Everton are not. They haven't been good for quite a few seasons, so I think that's probably the biggest shock in terms of result. You would normally say Brentford, Chelsea were at home, but the way Chelsea are playing, it's not that much. I don't think their fans would have been that surprised, to be fair. The derby, you would expect City to win.
Yeah, 3-0, I think is about right.
That result should have really been more, like, from a City perspective. Like, I don't think we were as good as we could have been. Going forward, in particular, Haaland should have had.
Why is it you, man, always show these guys mercy? And it actually annoys. So you guys get in such good positions and dominate them, but then you just take it so easy. I'm like,
you know what?
It annoys me. Like, we went and showed them no mercy, beating them 7.
At half-time. And
let's be real, you were fully capable of beating them like 5, 6, 7.
No, I know that game when we were 4-0 at half-time. Because bear in mind, the biggest result, the 6-1, we weren't even. Like,
you scored like 3 in added time, didn't you?
And it was like 2-1, and then it was in the last sort of 10 minutes. I think we got our like 6. It was we didn't score the way we did in that first half of the derby. I thought it could be any result, and then it ended up 6-3, which flattered Man United. So yeah, I wasn't happy with that.
Yeah, man, we won the second half. Let's go.
That game, we should have gone for it. I mean, I think in a way they were trying to not get Ollie sacked. And then Liverpool ended up getting him sacked next week.
They didn't. No, it was Watford. Shout out Watford. They did.
Because we won we got the 5-0 win first at Old Trafford.
Should have been 7 or 8.
Beat them. Yeah, that pissed me off that game a bit because United went down to 10 men because Pogba got sent off. So we were 5-0 up and against 10 men, and we didn't really go for it that much.
I know.
It was a bit annoying.
Everyone was trying to keep Ollie in a job.
Yeah,
but then last season, we absolutely showed them no mercy in that second half with the 7. Like,
but that's what
crazy.
You should be doing. Like, I think City do it a lot. Like, we'll go like 3-0 up, and then we're kind of like, right, okay, let's not go for it. I'm just thinking, like, there's records to be broken. When you're on it, just finish the game off. That derby, I thought, when we went, because it was 6-1 at one point, I thought, you know what, this could be any result. And then after that 6th goal, we just didn't look like we
step up Anthony Martial. That's what happened. You know what I'm saying? We were trying to see Martial.
No, the City set their foot off the gas, and I really don't know why. Because if it was the other way around, United are going for 8 or 9.
Yeah, so Martial go on the pitch because he's for whatever reason he has a good record at your place. I don't know what.
Yeah, Rashford does as well. Rashford always scores against us, usually.
You know one thing that still pisses me off about the 7-0 though is the fact there were only 2 minutes of added time at the end of the game. We scored 6 goals in that second half, and there were 2 minutes of added time.
Yeah, man.
We were actually going for it. We were going for an 8th goal. If there would have been even 3 more minutes on top of that, we would have got that 8th. I'm telling you, man. That's so annoying to this day.
Bear in mind, people. All I asked was most unpredicted result, and now we getting Manchester United battery. Look at these fucking crooks on this panel. Fucking cheap.
Boss, have you seen a lot of your fans thinking that December 16th is going to be his last game?
Yeah, I'm thinking he's gonna make it to December 16th.
You think he's gonna make
it? Who do you prefer, Ten Hag or Ali?
Definitely Ten Hag.
Really?
Actually, I
Even though Ali won you a Champions League.
What Champions League was this? Oh, you talking about him as a player? You saying it's
I'm just saying in general. Like,
in general,
even though he wasn't the best manager,
it's two separate people. You know what I'm saying? Like Ollie as a player, love to death. I don't no disputes. One of my favorite players, without doubt. You know what I'm saying? Scored probably the most iconic goal, you know what I'm saying, like in modern day history for Manchester United. So him as a player certified, that's stamped. But him as a manager, the worst of the worst. Ten Hag can do it. Yeah. Because at least under Ten Hag, I actually had good times and good moments. That's the happiest I've been in a long time, was that season just gone. I genuinely looked forward to going into games. I haven't with Ollie. It was just, it's bad like it is now. Like, I don't care, but at least I had those moments. Like, Ollie, there was nothing. He had the interim run, yeah. Him as interim manager, fire. But when he got the job permanently, it was just peak. It was peak. So yeah, that's what it was. But no, it's people. All I asked was for unpredicted results. Anyway, the polls up.
Yeah,
these
it's
clowns
got
didn't
to
want
be
to do it.
West Ham.
Go vote on the poll,
Everton
people.
for me.
So the results, I just picked them myself because these are wanted to talk about beating up on you now. You should have beaten
Hey,
them.
bro, I couldn't even choose. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, Jez, go on. What results did you have? Yeah, you could have interjected at any time, my friend. You just let it go.
I mean, I didn't want to be rude, but okay.
Oh yeah. You didn't want to be rude. Okay,
I mean, okay, but so obviously the Chelsea result 100%. I mean,
yeah, the poll's out, by the way. People go vote on the poll. But we'll get
Chelsea result for sure. Wolves, Newcastle. I thought I didn't thought that Newcastle would lose. To be honest,
Newcastle most overrated team in the league, though. Let's just be honest.
You think so?
I've said that for months. They're the most overrated team in the league by far.
You don't think it's Chelsea?
No, everyone knows Chelsea is shit.
Do they?
Yeah,
No, but you know what it is with Chelsea? It's only Chelsea fans, only some Chelsea fans overrate their team, innit?
Yeah, you got a point still.
But with Newcastle, man, everyone hypes up Newcastle. I don't get it, man.
He's waiting to get this off his chest. Go on.
I've been saying this for months, man.
I know. I just want to hear this. I know. Go on. I can hear it. Go on.
We're letting you speak on land.
Yeah, I can't stand Newcastle, man. The way their fans overrate and overhype their team is cringy, man. I can't even lie to you. Like, some of their players, like fucking Almiron and Dan Burn and these bums, man, Longstaff, like, oh my days, bro. Like, genuinely, the only reason they got top 4 last season was because teams fell off. Like, fair play, you got to give it. Okay, fine, well done, you got top 4 in it, but you really ain't that good. Like, if you think Eddie Howe's really that guy to take you to the, that top level, man, you're smoking in it. Like, genuinely, man, the way Newcastle are hyping themselves up, the way after they beat PSG, well done. You beat PSG really well done. They acted like they won. You would have thought they won the Champions League that night. Honestly, the way people are talking. I'm not just talking about just Newcastle fans. I'm talking about the media and everyone. You would have thought they'd have won the Champions League that night, bro. Like, genuinely, bro, they're not that good. When I watch them, I genuinely don't see a great team there. Like, honestly, bro. Like, I don't see it, man. I think they got some good players, but I don't see a great team there. If you think some of those players are going to be part of them competing for league titles and Champions League, then you're smoking in it at the end of the day. And as for Tonali, he can hold that as well, as far as I'm concerned. So, like,
I mean,
bro, like,
to be fair, he was betting on that. He was betting on that Wolves game. To be fair,
the way people are having sympathy for this guy, like he didn't know what the rules were, right? Like he didn't know what the rules were, and he didn't know that if he got caught, that his career would be.
All I'm saying is, when it's Tonali, they want to talk about mental health and he has issues.
Yeah, but when it was Tony,
when it's Ivan Toney, they call him a nigga, bro. Like, it is what it is. They call him a nigga, bro. Like, let's be honest. The way he was thrown onto, I have not seen one bit about Tony's mental health, bro. No, I'll be honest.
Yeah, that's facts. That is facts.
But Tonali, what's his mental health? This shit,
he's got an addiction. We need to help him. Oh, sure, man. The guy knew what the rules were. All footballers know what the rules were. He knows that if he got caught, it would be detrimental for his career, but he still did it. I don't care, man. He can hold that in it. I don't want to hear any of this bullshit sympathy for him, man.
You know what?
Fully deserved ban.
Do you know what I would say on them? I think they play well together as a team, and I think that's why they get the results that they get. In terms of going on to win the league and even like the major trophies, I think there is a bit of a gap from them to where they need to be. But like I say, if Man United can win a Carabao Cup, there's a chance that they can win a cup.
Hey, Jan.
So
Jan. Finish, you know. Finish. You know what I'm saying? Finish.
Where was the I should just listen.
I enjoy ice skating.
Yeah,
anyway.
Finish. I'll drown you under the ice. Carry on, woman, innit?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think it's like the Champions League. They've got a hard group. It happens when you first join the Champions League because obviously you're ranked 4th place, so it's not easy. But I think they've been doing quite well. I think it all kind of depends on the next game, because if they go away to Dortmund and then they lose, it puts them in quite a bad
position. They have to get a result there.
Whereas if they go win that game, it puts them in a favourable position. So I think it kind of, even though they've got other games to play afterwards, I think if they lose home and away to Dortmund, I don't see Dortmund kind of then going and losing their next 2 games. Do you know what I mean? So I think Dortmund will probably go through if they win them 2 games. So we'll have to see what happens. I mean, they could go down into the Europa and then they'd have more of a chance. So it just depends.
Actually, even though they'd be disappointed, that wouldn't be worst case scenario.
It wouldn't be, because they wouldn't win. I don't think they'd win the Champions League even if they went through. Whereas the Europa League, they could maybe win.
You really think they're beating us in Europa League?
No, obviously not. But I could see them getting. I could see them getting to a final. Yeah, I could see them getting to the final if they avoid you lot.
Yeah.
Well, I think they're capable.
I think Bayer Leverkusen would beat them.
The point is that the point I'm making, Ryan, is if they drop down, they're one of the favorites.
I hear you. I want them to so we can draw them and beat them in it. I just don't like them in it.
They're massively overhyped.
Bro, you know what it is? You would think Newcastle are this massive club, that massive British club. They're really not, bro. Like they haven't won. How long they haven't won a trophy for? Over 50 years. But bro, they get so much hype.
I'm gonna talk.
Do you know what?
Way longer than Tottenham. They get so much hype as a club.
It's interesting because when they got bought, a lot of people were going on about how they're a much bigger club than City and this, that, and the other, and saying all sorts of random
stuff.
They're
not.
They
never have
if you think about it, history-wise, they haven't won anything in over 100 years. We were called rubbish because we hadn't won anything in 44. So you can't really have that argument for City that City have no history because we had 44 years. If you're then going to call Newcastle massive because Newcastle won things so much longer before that. Do you know what I mean?
I know what you're saying. It's because it was a Jedi mind trick. Because it wasn't until I was on a Q&A. Yeah, I hear you. Sorry to cut you off. It wasn't until I was on a Q&A and we was talking about Newcastle. I can't remember why, but we was talking about Newcastle. And I actually checked what they'd won. Yeah, I think you was there, Jez. And then I was like, they haven't done nothing of note.
Sunderland are more successful than them.
Where the trick came from is because 1, they have a big ground, and 2, they're well supported. You just automatically assume those 2 things.
It's them being a one city club.
Exactly.
Like if you think about it now, if Man United weren't in Manchester, say Man United, well, technically, but if Man United were based in Birmingham, Man City would have the whole of Manchester.
Yeah, the whole of City to yourself.
Same with Liverpool. Before Liverpool existed, Everton were the only club in Liverpool.
I know, original Merseyside.
Everyone probably supported Everton at that point. Do you know what I mean? So that's why it's one of them things where it's like when you have the only team or the only big team in your city, of course you're going to have more support. So they are well supported, But then that being said, even when you look at fan bases over the years, the numbers weren't so great when they weren't doing too well. So even them, who are a one city club, their attendances haven't always been what they are now. So I'm not saying that makes a difference because to me, I couldn't care less if I'm the only one at the Etihad. I really don't care. But
I know you've been there when you've been the only one. It's cool.
Things up, it's actually, I just think people kind of they run with rumors and they don't go and check the facts. So they'll just be like, honestly, if you did not look online and you just went from what you heard, you'd think all sorts of stuff that's not true. It's like Ryan says, Sunderland are actually really successful.
Yeah, they're actually more
you wouldn't
successful
know
than Newcastle.
because no one talks about them. Do you know
I didn't know that until actually Ryan just said it.
Yeah,
I actually had no idea.
Sunderland have won 6 or 7 league titles.
They've won what is it, 7?
7 league titles, I think.
7 league titles, yeah.
Newcastle only have 2.
Shout out Sunderland, man. You know what I'm saying? But you lot vote on the poll as well. Unpredicted result. We got Brighton 1, Fulham 1, West Ham 0, Everton 1, Chelsea 0, Brentford 2, which is leading the way currently, which is hilarious. And Wolves 2, Newcastle 2.
But there's 2 reasons why people think Newcastle are this big club, like you said. One, because they've got a semi-decent stadium. And the other one because they have fans who drink a lot. So that's all it is really.
What's that got to do with they've got fans? What's that got to do? What happened, man? You know what I'm saying? What happened? Who was a Newcastle fan who annoyed you, Ryan?
I just don't like Newcastle. I just think their fans are.
Just want to say I love Newcastle. You know what I'm saying? I'll be there soon. So shout out to all the.
Do you know what? Do you know what? I don't dislike Newcastle. The only thing that annoyed me about Newcastle is I remember a few years ago when it was City versus Liverpool for the title. And remember, Liverpool fans were changing their picture to like every team that City were playing, the opposition.
We've done that in every title race with City, man.
So
I just gave up with it in the end.
Yeah, so what ended up happening is we played Newcastle quite near the end of the season, and their fans were basically all saying, I've seen it online everywhere, we want Liverpool to win the league because they're a proper club. Man City got bought out by Arab money, this, that, and the other. And then about a year later, they got bought, and all of a sudden, they're a proper club. Even though we weren't, but they're a proper club. So it's like, I just think in football, you can have your opinions on stuff, but it's like a lot of people turn out to be hypocrites. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like when we had that, it was City don't deserve to win the league. But I'm pretty sure if 3 years from now, Newcastle are battling against Liverpool for the title, they're not going to be saying, well, Liverpool should win it because they're a proper club. They're going to be saying that they're, you know. So I just think that annoyed me a little bit because I was like, it doesn't. I just think the Premier League in general has never really been a level playing field since it started. It's never been fair. No one's ever had the same amount of money as everyone else. So to come in and be like, oh, it's unfair because City spent more money. Well, it's always been like that. It's just been different clubs who were on top. And like I remember Chelsea got bought. Chelsea, one of the most upsetting moments for me as a City fan was when Chelsea went and bought my favourite player. Do you know what I mean? I loved Sean Wright-Phillips.
Oh, Sean Wright-Phillips. All right,
and they went and bought Sean Wright-Phillips. That was, honestly, if you ask City fans, that
when was Lukaku Jan's favourite player?
Yeah, she used to love him. I'm not lying.
Sean Wright-Phillips,
she
Lukaku, we mean.
She loves Lukaku. She loved Lukaku. Am I lying, yeah?
Oh, Lukaku, years ago. When he
I'm saying.
Dreads and he was sexy.
See, I told you, look at her. She over there. Never mind, I was about to say something wild, but yeah, she's right. Yeah, this is years ago. Look at her smiling over there. Oh, look at you. Hey, Jan, composure, man. What's wrong with you, man? You moving like Timo or Ryan.
You know what? I don't like him since I saw him in person and he was being rude. No, I don't like him. But anyway, he when he left, that was emotional. But I don't remember as a kid being like, I hate Chelsea because they've got money. Like I didn't like the fact that they bought Sean Wright-Phillips. But the game was the game. You knew that when you're a team like City, if you had a really good player, someone would come and poach him. That's what used to happen. But now it's like everyone's like, this is so unfair. This has been happening for years to everyone. Do you know what I mean? Like that is what happens. The teams that were running the league at the time used to control. Man United used to go and play seasons, and whoever played well against them, Fergie would buy. Literally every player who was decent against them, Fergie would be like, yeah, I'll have him. They used to weaken pretty much everyone else in the league and go and win the league back to back to back. Now City are kind of doing that. We don't even do it as much as United were. It's like, oh, it's not fair. And it's like, you actually look at the Premier League, nothing has changed. It's just a different team that's in control. Do you know what I mean? Right. And when if Newcastle go down a similar Man City route, it's going to take a lot of hard work because I think a lot of cities is behind the scenes that you don't see. But if they do go on that, it will be the same thing. Everyone will be saying the same. It's not fair. This, and it's just going to be the same bullshit. But yeah, for me, I just thought the way their fans were going on, it's very interesting now to see how all of a sudden, you know, they're basically complaining about the stuff that we've been warning them was going to happen. So
yeah, because it's all right when it's all right when it's you. That's what it is. That's why I don't complain about it. Like I hate the fact that it's you lot. Not how you're doing. I just hate that it's you.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna be like, yeah, it's unfair. It's not right. You know what I'm saying? But when it was me, I'm all for it. Like that's just what that's just what it is. Everyone's biased.
The league's turned into a it's like, have you not seen the 80s, the 70s and 80s when Liverpool?
Yeah. Because it's cool when it's you.
The league by February. The league was gone. There was no competition.
Fucking crooks.
February.
Good times.
You know I mean? But now all of a sudden, City are ruining the league.
I agree. I think you're ruining the league. I think you are.
We've not even won the league that early. How many times have we won it on the last game of the season?
I think you just need to move aside and let someone else win it. You know what I'm
saying? We need to.
Yes, please do, Jan. Please let us win it.
Jan just said that Man United used to just buy players all around the league to go whatever they perform. To be fair,
hey, Hey, Jess, you hear me? Yeah, shut up, mate. How about that? Anyways, we're moving on. Let's bump up the likes, people. I ain't even letting him land with his dickhead joke. Shut the fuck up, Jess.
I want to hear the joke.
You. Oh, you in here? Shut up, man. But yeah, most unpredicted result. Brighton won, Fulham won 13%. West Ham 0, Everton won 27%. You lot are crooks. Wolves 2, Newcastle 2, 7%. And I think you lot just like trolling Chelsea. Chelsea 0, Brentford 2 with 53% of the
There's no
vote.
way that's the most shocking.
Yeah, these are like this. Yeah, it's not. It's clearly to me, it's West Ham, Everton, but they went with Chelsea, Brentford. That's the day the people
Chelsea,
vote how the
Chelsea
people
shit.
vote, man.
I think
That's how they
Everton
vote.
winning away from home at West Ham is
Facts, man.
definitely
Shout out Sean
unexpected.
Dyche, man. Shout out Sean Dyche.
I was fuming when I saw that result. You know?
I'm glad you was. I hope you was, man. But they gonna stay in the Premier League, man. They gonna stay in the Premier League.
Hey, man, wait
They
till
say,
that points deduction comes in.
You know what? Everton are never going down.
Nah, man, they're never, because they got Sean Dyche in charge.
Yo, wait
what
till
I'm
that points deduction comes in, man. Don't worry, innit?
They got Sean Dyche Gabbana, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, it's different.
Big up Everton, man. That was my granddad's team.
Shout out, see your granddad. See,
and my great granddad's team.
Your granddad, great granddad, real ones. You know what I'm saying? You are wrong, but they're real.
Do you know
ones.
what? I was reading my granddad's life story the other day.
Go on.
And he was saying how when he was 3 years old, his dad bought like this life-size Dixie Dean cardboard cutout home, and he like had it in his room. But I don't know if he got given it or he stole it from the stadium. I don't know.
See, man, great granddad. I see, great granddad, real one. Your granddad, real one. You know what I'm saying? You, not so much so, but we move. Next category, people.
Talking about?
Next
I'm
category.
the best person in your life, apart from your mum. I like your mum. She's cool.
She just always ask me for you, actually, and I'm like, yeah, you're wrong.
Do you know what? It's because she prefers me to you.
Yeah, she prefers everyone to me. Like, but this is no secret.
Tell her I said hi.
I will do. She always asks, how's teeth? I'm like, oh, sure, man. But yeah, most unacceptable error, people. Most unacceptable error must have led to a goal for the opposition. Let me know in the chat. Get your suggested nominees in, people. Like I said, and if somebody gave away a penalty and that penalty is converted, then you are definitely eligible. You are eligible for said category. This is always my favorite because some of the mistakes you see on a weekly basis are crazy within the Premier League. Ryan, what are you saying? Unacceptable errors. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to name. Obviously, you just show one. If there's 2 or 3, let me know.
Do you see the not Forest keeper for Salah's goal?
Turner. That was bad.
That was so bad.
That was the Arsenal in him.
And he had the cheek, Turner. He had the cheek to shout at the centre back. You know what I'm saying? What a comedian, yo. Man had the cheek to shout at the centre back. I was like, what? How you shouting at me?
That always makes me laugh, that when they start screaming at someone else and it's like, you know full well it's your fault.
Facts, man. My captain does that on a weekly basis, but you know, they say about us. What are you saying, Ryan? Carry on.
I'm trying to think of others.
To be honest, I think from the goals that because obviously I only watched the derby, I know that the second goal for us was a good move, but in terms of how much space Haaland had, you cannot give someone like Haaland that much space.
But can you pin that to one player?
The problem is, that's the problem. We could just put Manchester United in the category and it would fit. We just are unacceptable error at this point. Just as a football institution.
For the second Brentford goal.
See, people tried to get on for that. No, I think he just lost the header.
Yeah,
I think he just lost. Like Matson ain't gonna win that header. He just lost.
Was anyone being a wildlad for the first Chelsea goal? I mean, the first Brentford goal.
There was 3. Diassi was underneath it. I think Madueke didn't track the runner, and then there was one over. But I don't think.
Please let it be Caicedo.
Nah, it wasn't Caicedo. As much as if it was, I'd say it wasn't Caicedo.
Do you know what? There's a Chelsea player that made an error for Brentford. I saw one of the goals.
You talking about Matson? The second one. I can't blame him. You can say Diassi, but then he got dunked on at the back post. Like it's like.
Go on, make the joke. Make the joke. Go on.
Nah. You know why I won't? Because Hassam's not hearing it. If Hassam was there, I'd make the joke because it pisses him off.
You don't believe it or not, he's actually been quite good defensively so far.
Nah, do you know what's the crazy part is? I agree he has. But me saying it, Hassam bites every time. Like knowing what I'm like. You know what I'm like. You know me. Like, the thing is, you stream with me on a weekly. You said it there, Ryan. Go on, make the joke, because you know I was thinking it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I was expecting it. But you ain't gonna bite, because you're just like, all right, this guy just being a dick. I know. But every time I met, you make the jokes, everything. Yeah, because you bite every time. Like, why does it? He's actually been good. But anytime someone gets, anytime anybody gets dunked on at the back post and I'm on that pod, I'm like, yeah, Gusto, when it happened in the Arsenal game, doing his best Trent impression.
Even I said, like, if that was Trent on the group chat.
If it was Trent, because it's just funny. Don't get mistaken, people. Trent's a generational talent, genuine generational talent. If I could take 2 players from Liverpool, he would be one of them. Like, he's that good. I think he's exceptional. Salah, of course. But yeah, he's quality.
The goalkeeper?
I rate Alisson highly, but I just go get Salah and Trent.
You
know what I'm saying? This guy said Shimaka short, man.
Oh, I hate that guy.
This guy. Yeah, I see you, Warrior J. Did you see Jose Sarr for Newcastle's first goal? I did. I also seen Pope in the same game for the second goal. Why did he not just catch that? Why has he punched that?
Pope's
I know a lot happened after
this season, you know. He's not been that great this season so
far. Going Pope, man. So we got Jose Sarr, we got Turner, we got Nick Pope. Any others, Jez?
Trying to think.
I think that's it. Yeah, actually, my man who gave away the penalty in the Arsenal game, what's his name? He made that stupid challenge.
I mean, how much were they down though? By the
they were down by like 3-0, but it's like still. I think it was 3. It was the penalty, so I think it was down 3-4-0. What's his name? It was like, was he number 16 or something? Yeah, Norwood. You know what? We just throwing him in there anyway. Yeah, Norwood. See, Warrior J, you are man of football. I'll run with that.
Shout out Norwood.
Yeah, shout out Norwood out here giving away penalties so Fabio Vieira can score. Anyway, the poll's out, people.
Hey, by the way, though, I saw. By the way, I think I was looking for Sheffield United's injuries, but they had like bad injuries. So you know what? Arsenal Foster was saying, it's not easy. It's not everyone can beat Sheffield United comfortably. You guys played against like a backed up Sheffield United, so I'm not calling that. Funny enough, really gonna get dropped, and all of a sudden they score 5 goals. Just saying.
Who gets dropped? Who? Odegaard. Odegaard. Yeah, that's fair.
Ghost to God, yeah.
That's fair. I'm saying ghost to God, you know. Oh dear God.
That's rough.
So yeah, you lot go vote on most. Go vote. Most unacceptable error, people. Matt Turner, Jose Sarr, Nick Pope, and Norwood. Matt Turner for the Salah goal against Liverpool. Sorry, Jose Sarr for the Newcastle goal. He should have done better. The first goal should have done better coming collective. Nick Pope in the same game for the second goal. Why he's punched that and not caught that. And then Norwood for giving away the penalty when it was 3-4-0 down.
Why is not David Sanchez there?
Why is him?
Why is not David Sanchez there?
Why? What did Sanchez do? What's the mistake?
No, when they were when Brentford was on the way to get the second.
Oh, you mean Robert Sanchez?
Robert Sanchez. Why did I thought he was there? Because both Raya and that's why. But anyways,
that's what I was saying. That goal, he messed up there. I can't remember exactly.
Even I would have blamed Robert Sanchez for that too much. I would have blamed Robert Sanchez for that.
Oh, you talk about the Chelsea goalkeeper. What mistake did he make? Because he went off for a corner.
Too much for that.
Man, he went off for a corner.
I'm sorry, bro. Like, I'll be honest. Like, he let the light skin community down. Like, the way he couldn't take on.
That's your agenda.
Technically, it's not even his fault, because in that situation, if you know your goalkeeper is up, you cannot let that opposition break away.
And why is Matson by himself?
You know what? Then we have to put it
on. Whatever. I mean, it was gonna be 2-0 anyway. Like, they still would have lost.
It's like, as a goalkeeper.
Like, I mean, that's team error. In my opinion.
Yeah, that's a team thing. Yeah, go, Jess. Why you just because you dark skin, you just hating on the lighties, but I get it. Go on, carry on.
Of course I do. That's a part of it as well, but bro. I mean, all I'm saying is here. I'm not saying this here. You are like twice the size of Mopai. To get bullied just like that, I'm like, yo. I'm sorry, bro. Like, for me, that's embarrassing, bro. Like I said, everyone that's light skinned in the group in the chat right now. Don't claim that, brother.
This guy's hating on light skins.
Can I ask?
Go on. Yeah.
You know, when we're speaking about Chelsea, why is it that there's suddenly this narrative about Chelsea suddenly being good against the big teams, and that's why but bad against the small teams.
Because they got points against you lot and points against Arsenal.
So they got 1 point against us when we had Cody Gakpo playing in centre mid, and Arsenal, who are overhyped anyway, and still bottled it to Arsenal.
Yeah,
so all of a sudden they're good against the top.
I think it's because you know what it is. I think because they forget the results. Their performances have been better in those 2 games. The best I've seen of Chelsea this season, for the most part, was against you lot
good in that Arsenal
and against Arsenal game. Yeah, like
that's. I didn't watch the Arsenal game. I was too busy. That
they did look good that day. I thought they were going to win. I thought
they played very well against Arsenal. I think that's where it stems from. Yeah, go on, Jez.
We just so used to seeing them so shit. Where when we see them against when we see them against big teams and actually putting good performances in there, we're like, okay, you know what? At least in the big games they got the mentality. Now they ain't got the mentality, bro. I'll be honest. Like Liverpool should have killed them. Oh, like do people forget Liverpool?
That's true. It's true.
They went crazy.
In the first 20 minutes, Liverpool bopped them. Yeah, they did.
Yeah, and Liverpool should have won that game. They could have won if they gave away, but Liverpool couldn't finish off the chances, and then they took control. But what the hell? See. They played well and performed well, fair enough, but then at the same time, like all their playing well doesn't do anything if you can't score. That's also a part of the game where I consider playing well. Like you can play all well like you want, but can you go and get a goal?
Nah,
they've only got one
before you go right
in 12.
Yeah, that's crazy. We'll get to that. Hey, you lot continue to bump up the likes though. Like check 1212. There's over 30 people in here. We ain't even at 30 likes. Hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Go vote on the poll as well. Most unacceptable error. Matt Turner, Jose Sarr, Nick Pope, or Norwood people. Go vote on the poll. Currently 50% Nick Pope, 25% Matt Turner, 25% Norwood, and 0% Jose Sarr. Yeah, go on, Ryan. Say what he was gonna say.
Yeah, I didn't know they only had 1 home league win in 12.
Yeah, something like that. They cheeks.
Who's that?
Southampton. It was Southampton. They beat. No, they lost to Southampton. It was Luton. Luton's that game.
Luton.
Luton even won a game.
One home.
No. Chelsea have one home league win in 12 games.
In 12 home league games. That's terrible. That is disgusting.
David FA, bro. Like, you know what?
We'll see you on Monday, Jess.
You know what? We will see you on Monday. But you know what? Even if Chelsea won that game, you know what? Chelsea is still gonna be all garbage. Bro, let's be honest. If Chelsea beat us, it's just gonna be like, oh my god, let's beat Tottenham. No, it's like as of right now, all I'm seeing is people saying, "Oh yeah, Spurs is just overperforming." So you just beating an overperforming team.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying, bro. Like I said, Chelsea fans, and the funny part is, Brian came on the other day saying, he doesn't understand as a Chelsea fan why Chelsea fans are so confident.
Mm-hmm.
That's why. Because then you see games like Brentford, and then you see games like Arsenal where it's just a mess. That's why I say that's why I don't blame Chelsea fans for not being confident anymore in their team.
Oh yeah, thanks. I think you lot win that game.
And the one, I think so too. Chelsea fans say, funny enough, I've seen Chelsea fans say that they do believe they can maybe win the game somehow, but I'll be honest, that shit is more hope than anything.
That's fair.
Which is funny because one thing I do want to say is because Chelsea fans do brag about the defense. We consider less goals than them this season, and they're easier fixtures.
That's fair. But yeah, Monday there will be a watch along on the kick for that game. People, do not worry about that. Just reloaded the screen to actually get the winner of said poll. We got 2 categories left after this, people. What is going on? Why can't I get? There we go. Yeah, polls back up. So yeah, Matt Turner 25%, Jose Sarr 0%. Wait, someone else voted. Hold on, let me see. Give me a sec. Yeah, Nick Pope 50%, Norwood at 25%. So Nick Pope has won that. Yeah, that was a bad error though. Still, I don't know why he's not punched the ball. All right, next category, people. Get your nominee suggestions in the chat. Most untouchable manager, and it's from this weekend's games just gone. So there's no context. We're no context. We're legit just looking at this weekend's games just gone. Not
Can I go
before,
first?
etc. Yeah, go on then. Go on, darling.
Because I think you can kind of use context, because I think at the moment the most untouchable manager would probably be Ange. And that is this weekend and combined.
Yeah, they won. Yeah. So he's definitely eligible. Yeah.
And he's top of the league still. And he's won this weekend. Obviously, a 2-1 is a 2-1. But in terms of, if you use context for the whole season so far, then it's probably him. I'd give Pep a shout out for going to Old Trafford and winning 3-0, even though City were expected to win. It's sometimes easier said than done in them sort of games. Obviously, Arsenal keep winning at the moment as well. There's a few, I'd say, for this week, maybe.
Yeah, you saying Jez as well? More same to you, Ryan. Everyone throwing their nominations.
I see Sean Dyche has to be in there.
Yeah, I also want to say Sean Dyche too.
I did Sean Dyche.
I'd say Gary O'Neill. I know he's true, but at the same time,
he's doing a great job there. He's doing a fantastic job there, Gary O'Neill. He's a good manager.
He often gets in the category still.
You know
he's a good manager. He kept Bournemouth up last year.
I want to give what's his name again? I want to give Marco Silva credit for getting the draw against Brighton away. Because obviously,
that's
a shout.
Because my original prediction was actually a clean sheet for Brighton, and they drew that game. So yeah, but I actually want to give credit there for Marco Silva there as well, and obviously, man like Big Ange.
Here we go. Go on, Jez. The floor's yours. Sermon. A Big Ange sermon, innit? Go on. Look at you smiling the way it's like Jan thinking about Lukaku. Go on. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man. Lukaku's busted nowadays, man.
No, I'm talking about back then. No. I'm talking. Yeah, the way that you smiled when you was thinking about him back then is what I'm talking about. Yeah. When it wasn't that long ago. It was like 10 years ago, but my point still stands. Yeah, go on, Joker. Go on, Jez.
Oh, what did I do?
Big Ange, you said and of course Big Ange. The poll's out as well, people. Go vote on the poll. Go vote on the poll, people. Even if you're not active in the chat, go vote on the poll for the most untouchable manager. So you got Big Ange, Sean Dyche, Gary O'Neill, Marco Silva.
There's nothing else for me to say about Big Ange because I've said so much about Big Ange. So
yeah, we know.
The greatest manager to ever exist in my life. Support first, and the Argentinian fraud doesn't count.
But
I just want to quickly David FA saying, I will tell you the one thing about this team that makes us what we are right now. We up our game against the big teams because they come and play, not the teams that play low blocks. I mean, fair enough, but you're still not beating these teams. Like, what's your point?
These men can barely score against these teams anyway. Like the goal they scored against us was from a defender. Yeah. And the 2 goals he scored against Arsenal was from a penalty and a Mudryk cross that just luckily went in.
I don't give a fuck what nobody tells me. He didn't mean that shit. So
he didn't mean that. He was looking at Sterling at the back post, but people think he was looking at Ryan. He was looking at Sterling.
One goal from open play. All I'm seeing, and it was a spooky goal as well. So yeah, now 2 goals from open play. One was spooky because Mudryk didn't even know where he wanted to cross the ball to, and it went in for his favor. And then you had, what's it called, the Liverpool game, which was the first game of the season. The disaster. So, like I said, I'm not going into this game thinking we're going to smash Chelsea like 4-0. No, I think it's going to be actually a respectable scoreline. But again, like in the same time, Chelsea fans want to tell me about low blocks, but have you guys seen Poch's record in against big teams?
It's not the best, is it?
Yeah, it's trash.
Do you know what? Poch has got to be one of the most overrated managers there, let's be honest. Because the way people used to talk about him, and I wasn't convinced, to be honest. But
see, one thing I do say is I do understand why people gave him the credit, and this is where I give him some credit as well. Because I don't even actually hate the guy that much, even though he went to Chelsea, because I'm just here now, innocence, like it's 10 times better. But
I think he did very well at Spurs.
Yeah, before you carry on, sorry, Jan, sorry to cut you off. Yeah. Hey, dickhead, this is most untouchable. Thank you, dickhead, because this is most untouchable manager. So thank you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man didn't realize in it. Well, yeah. Thank you. You just picked that. Thank you. Appreciate it, Lewis, man. Most untouchable manager, Ten Hag. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Man didn't realize. Man didn't read it. Go on, carry on, Jan. You got for the super chat as well, Lewis. Appreciate it.
No, I was just gonna say, like, I think he did very well at Spurs, but I don't think at that time he was under too much pressure. The times when he's been under pressure, when he's been at a club where they're expected to win, that's when he struggled. So it's kind of like, and that just like I always say, it just proves the point what people say about like Pep wrong. You know, when people say things like, "Oh, you know, anyone could do what Pep does with that money, or anyone can do." No, they can't. The facts are they can't. Do you know what I mean? We've seen managers before who have done well at clubs, and then when they're under the pressure of winning consistently, they struggle. Do you know what I mean? So
I think this is why I was also going with it. With like one thing I'll give to Poch is that because at Tottenham, you gotta have to consider from where we was coming from as well.
Yeah.
He took over, and then how consistently we were just in terms of just being in areas of competing league titles, even if we didn't win any or we didn't win any trophies. Like he did put us into certain positions, and he also was a part of how do I say it? Like he was a part of just developing the club as a. Who would have thought 10 years ago the Spurs would be one of the biggest clubs in the world in terms of just in terms of the name. Like, I think people do underestimate how big actually the club is because we haven't won anything in obviously a couple of years. So I feel like people went based off that and looked at him as like, there's really good potential there. But then again, this is the key word, potential. And he went to PSG. We had superstar names there. We had the pressure to win a Champions League, and he couldn't fulfill it. And I think also people forget that he also changed as a manager as well, in my opinion. Like the way I just look at him now, this is not the same Pochettino that was at Spurs as a manager now at Chelsea. So maybe the current pot that we've seen currently at Chelsea is just that Pochettino. Maybe Chelsea fans never going to see that Pochettino that they thought they was going to get. So I don't know. I mean, if they don't, yeah, unlucky then. But yeah, I think this is a lot. I think it's a lot of factors on why Pochettino maybe not at the same performance to the same level like he used to. And to be honest, every manager peaks at a certain time as well. Maybe Pochettino already peaked, but it's too early to say that.
We might have actually seen the best of him already. And you look again, big up to everyone who's just locked in. I've seen some new people join as the numbers went up. Hit the like button, get us up to 30 likes. Hit that subscribe button. Go vote on the poll. Don't get it confused though. Most untouchable manager from this weekend's game's just gone. So basically, who had the more impressive win, more in your eyes? So you got Big Ange, he's in there. Sean Dyche, Gary O'Neill, Marco Silva. Big Ange currently at 57%. Sean Dyche at 21%. Gary O'Neill at 14%. Marco Silva at 7%. However, because Lewis super chatted Ten Hag, thinking he was clever, Ten Hag is currently the winner. So someone now has to super chat more than 199. Otherwise, Ten Hag gonna win this category, which I'm over the moon about because that's all I'm winning this weekend as a Manchester United fan. So we move. Yeah.
Somebody super chat, but
if he loses though.
Say that again. What'd you say?
I thought they couldn't win if they lose.
No, they can't. But if someone super chats and bypasses it.
Yeah.
Like, so say someone would have suggested him, I would have just ignored it. But since Lewis wanted to be a smart ass and super chat, it's like, all right, cool. So that's for anyone. So now if someone super chatted, say, I'm trying to think, give me another manager that lost this weekend.
Steve Cooper.
Steve Cooper. If someone super chatted Steve Cooper and it was $2.99, he'd be then said winner. That's how it runs.
Most of it not. Quickly to point what he said, I'm not saying he's finished. I didn't say that. All I said is that let's see how the season goes. If he gets sacked by Chelsea, he might be done as an elite manager. But who knows? Maybe Chelsea can go on a winning streak. The next 5 games, win all the games, and then all of the sudden will be Poch turn it around and look at the Chelsea team. So I'm not somebody that tries to create narratives very early, like this Ange thing, like. Incredible job that he's doing right now, but I'm also not just gonna get overly excited because team can drop off. We could get injuries, and then all of a sudden, the narrative was off. But you said you was gonna win the title, but I never said that shit to begin with.
Facts.
So yeah, let's see.
But yeah, Big Ange just won this by a landslide, 65%, Sean Dyche 18%, Gary O'Neill 12%, Marco Silva 6%.
Yeah,
because of Carefree Lewis G's great super chat. You know what I'm saying? Eric Ten Hag has won it. So we'll go to the next category and final category, people. Most under the cosh manager. Get your suggestions for nominees in. He had to actually win this. So yeah, most under the cosh manager. So if a manager won this weekend, he is not eligible for this category. Of course, if you super chat, then he is. So say for instance, you wanted to put Pep or Klopp in this to win this, then you could. But most under the cosh manager nominees, people, nominees. Yeah, I got you, Warrior J. I'll do predictions at the end. I got you. No worries whatsoever. So yeah, we'll go to you, Jess. Most under the cosh managers from this weekend.
Definitely David Moyes at home
Moise.
to Moise. De Zerbi, in my opinion.
De Zerbi's a good shout, man.
That's a
good shout.
Simon mentioned that also yesterday in the group chat when you said I think De Zerbi hasn't won a game in the Premier League in a good time, but then at least I could excuse it.
Thank God, because people will be saying get De Zerbi to OT. That'd be the thing.
Yeah.
I can't like he's suddenly become the most overrated manager in the league.
Yeah, but you know it's not. But again, it's not based in the. And I
do you just call him Moody, Ian?
I've met him. He's moody as fuck.
Only you would say that.
He's just an Italian Brendan Rodgers.
Do you know what? I thought he was alright till I met him.
I mean, he's Italian. All of the Italians are moody, but
Hey, you know, there's someone in the comment section who loves Italians, but we move. Yeah, go on, carry on.
Gonna hold that, isn't it?
He loves his Italian women, innit?
Ten hard. Of course.
Hey, why are you laughing? Hey, shit funny. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
Wait, who's this?
Sure, man. You know what I'm saying? Go on, move on, man.
Tell me.
He said, shut up. He said Ten Hag. We need one more. We need one more to run this final poll so I can.
You know,
it has to be Ten Hag has to be in there.
Yeah, he is.
I said Ten Hag.
We said Ten Hag. Yes, we said Ten Hag.
Pochettino.
Can I finish?
Yeah,
Let me talk.
If we're being honest, it's Ten Hag, Poch, De Zerbi, and Moyes.
Yeah, I was about to say Poch, but bro, like.
Yeah, go on, get to it. I'm gonna run the poll anyway, so we've got it. But yeah, so under the coach manager for this weekend, go vote on the poll, people.
I say Pochettino, but honorable mention. Company that bought fraud.
I'm so
less
happy.
Of that.
Yeah, hold that, Jan. Yeah. Don't say sorry. Hold that, man. Hold that. Bold fraud.
What do you mean? Get out of here.
You might be the club that gets some slack.
Listen, there's only so much you can do with Burnley.
Yeah, I agree, but like
the guy actually thought he could come up with Burnley and play attractive football in the Premier League. That. What's wrong?
No, don't do that. We see what Sean Dyche did with Burnley. This is not what we're doing.
True. Yeah, but that's a different tactic, innit? Company actually wants to play football.
Yeah, well, that's getting him relegated.
I know.
Hey, Burnley played 4-4-2, mate. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? That fucking 2. That's what they played. They played. You know what I'm saying? Get the ball out wide and whip it into the box
got
of the big man.
Europe.
Facts, man. You're playing out here playing Europa League football.
The streets are saying that Company's the only guy that's letting down Pep as a disciple. Ironically, he's black.
Oh my God, yo, this just guy. Go vote on the poll, people. Vote under the Kosh manager. So we have Moise, De Zerbi, Ten Hag, Poch. So that's Poch, Ten Hag, De Zerbi, Moyes. Go vote on the poll. Of course, if someone super chats, even if it's not someone on the poll that is said winner, say for instance, most untouchable manager would have been Big Ange, but Lewis super chatted 199 for Ten Hag, so Ten Hag won it because he didn't read the thing.
To be fair, I think to lose 3-0 at home to your local rivals is always going to be worse than any of the other results.
Well, the people are voting.
As bad as Chelsea's was and stuff like that.
But that is their local rivals.
That is their local rivals.
Yeah, no.
I don't even say for that one ends no more.
Wow.
Yeah, they're not even top 2 teams in there.
Yeah, they're even top 2 teams in West London. I'm Fulham above them.
I'm sure Fulham are above them.
I swear Fulham are above them.
No.
Fulham
finished above them last season, didn't they?
Yeah.
Fulham have done well this season, have they?
Nah, they've not done well, but neither have Chelsea.
Maybe Chelsea are that low down.
Yeah, this was saying.
I don't even know. Do you know what? I've not even looked at the league table.
Yeah, same.
Let me have a look. Let me see what it's saying. I know that Luton are going to be rock bottom. That's all I know.
I think it's Sheffield United.
I think it's Sheffield United.
A couple of games.
Oh shit, it is. Luton at 18th now.
Wait, who's 19th?
Burnley.
Okay, first. Yeah, stupid question.
Company below.
Yeah, so it's
Sheffield
Tottenham,
United.
Arsenal,
Luton,
City, Liverpool, Villa, Newcastle, Brighton, United, West Ham, Brentford, Chelsea, Wolves, Crystal Palace, Fulham, Everton, Nottingham Forest, Bournemouth, Luton, Burnley, and Sheffield.
Yo, shout out Unai Emery because he's doing some job at Villa, man.
Is it 12 wins in a row?
Yeah, he's only a point behind us.
At home, yeah.
12 wins in a row at home, yeah. 12 wins in a row.
Yeah, I thought, I didn't know if it was overall or not, but I think it was at home.
Yeah,
Sheffield
wins in a row at
United
home,
have 1 point from 10. Burnley have 4 points. Luton have 5. Bournemouth have 6. Then there's a big gap to Nottingham Forest and Everton, who both have 10. Then Fulham, Palace, Wolves, and Chelsea all have 12 points. Brentford have 13. West Ham have 14. United have 15. Brighton, Newcastle both have 17. Villa have 22. Liverpool have 23. City and Arsenal have 24, and then Tottenham have 26.
Come on, you Spurs. Shout out Spurs.
Actually, I think that's a funny fact. Funny stat saying that I think it's been the first time since I need to go and check it, but it's been the first time in a long time actually that 4 teams have over 20 points by the game week 10. I think
because you got these trash teams at the bottom.
Yeah, it's true. But
that's bad though. How'd you have 1 point from 10? Like,
hey, have you seen them play?
That is.
They are awful. But to be fair, they gave me United a game though.
Everybody gives us a game. Luton are about to give us a game.
Burnley gave them a game.
Yeah, everyone gives us a game. You know what I'm saying? It's insert team here. Give us a championship side, they give us a game. Without doubt. You lot continue to vote on the poll, people.
Oh yeah. Quick question.
Can Ennis Moore give you a game though?
Facts. I'll just
I'm asking if they can.
Yes. Copenhagen gave us a game. Yeah, go on, Jan. What's the question?
No, I was going to say, what do you reckon is going to happen in the You play Newcastle in the Carabao Cup, don't you?
Yeah. Warrior Jay did ask about that in regards to predictions. Let me pull up the fixtures and we'll get everyone's predictions for the main game.
Because your record against Newcastle's actually, apart from I think when they beat you last year, but that was after the cup game.
Yeah. They beat us and that was at their place.
I think your record against them is not bad. So
Jesus Christ, these Tuesday games stink, so we won't even go there. Right, we'll go to you, Jan. West Ham, Arsenal.
What, am I doing a prediction?
Yeah, yes.
I'd love to say West Ham are going to bounce back after a loss, but I don't see it. I think Arsenal will win.
Arsenal win.
Probably like 2-0.
2-0. First, Ryan, what are you saying? West Ham, Arsenal.
West Ham win on penalties.
West Ham win on penalties. Jez?
I want to say as well, West Ham on penalties or Arsenal on no, but I don't want penalties. I don't want to be on defense. Chelsea,
Blackburn Rovers. Jez. Why people laughing? That's the fixture, yo. Why are we laughing? Just asking.
Do you know what?
What
I would say, Blackburn away is a game and a half, man.
I think Chelsea are at home, actually.
Yeah. I always say the home team first.
No.
To be fair, it doesn't matter if they play at home. It doesn't matter if they play at home. It's a library now, but not. To be fair, like I actually fancy Blackburn Rovers. You know,
He was with the scoreline.
Yeah. I think they're gonna do it at 90. 1-0.
Blackburn, okay.
Yeah, I've got a couple of friends. I've got a couple of mates who are Blackburn fans, in it, like genuine. And I asked one of them the other day how they do, and he says their results haven't been great, but they are actually playing really well in games. They've just been a bit unlucky, so that's what I'll say.
Wait, before you look at this guy, he said this on the podcast as well. Yeah, why are we so fucking funny to you? Hey Lewis, that's not on me. I just said Chelsea Blackburn and everyone started creasing. Yo, it's these lot in it. These lot are crooks. I got your back, fam. I got your back. So Ryan, what you saying Blackburn? What you saying your brethren who are Blackburn Rovers fans saying they playing well? So what you saying?
They're playing well, but they're just not getting the results at the moment. But they're actually playing well. But I'll go 1-0 Chelsea in this game.
1-0 Chelsea, Jan?
I think Chelsea win. They've been doing all right in the cup so far, so I reckon like a 2-0.
First. Bournemouth, Liverpool, Jan?
Bournemouth, Liverpool. That's pretty straightforward for Liverpool.
3-0. 3-0 Liverpool, first. Ryan?
See, I don't know, because I don't know what... I'm guessing he's going to put out a second team, innit?
Bournemouth might make changes, though.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. But we're going away. I think it's not going to be 3. I think it'll be closer than what you think. I'll go 2-1 Liverpool.
2-1 Liverpool first. Jez?
But it's dependent on what teams each team.
Don't tell Jez. It's Light Skin FC.
Jez, Bournemouth, Liverpool, Jez.
Light Skin FC. Come on. But Liverpool win I think even if Liverpool rotate, I still expect Liverpool to like beat them by probably 2-0 at minimum.
All right, first staying with you, Manchester United, Newcastle, Jez.
Gosh, bro, your club always makes you. It's always either black Michael Jackson or white Michael Jackson. Like, I don't know what I'm getting, but you know what? This time
Are you at Old Trafford?
Yeah. I always say the home team first. But then
again, it doesn't matter though. Like everybody's come to Old Trafford now. It's like a clubhouse now.
Hey, nigga! I just asked for a prediction. Man didn't ask for no breakdown of the game. Huh? I asked for no breakdown of Old Trafford. I said Manchester United, Newcastle prediction.
You don't want a top tier analysis.
No, I don't want to. You know what you can do with your top tier analysis? Word to Surfer, shove it. That's what you can do, man. Shove it. You know what I'm saying? Shove your top tier analysis. Sure, man. I'm saying Manchester United, Newcastle.
Okay, Manchester United, Newcastle. I actually get this time. I go actually against United, and I say 2-0 to Newcastle.
First, Ryan, what you say? Manchester United, Newcastle.
Two pretty crap teams. Be interesting to see, actually. I'll go.
Ryan's gonna have one of them signs saying, "I hope both teams lose."
I hope because you don't like win Newcastle. In all seriousness, but like I do hope Newcastle win. But like, I'll go for United at home. But then does that mean much? I'll go. I think it's going to go penalties, 1-1 draw, and I'd say you ain't got De Gea in net anymore for penalties, innit? Onana's actually saved one, so I'll go United win on penalties.
So you got 2 penalty shootouts then?
I do.
Okay, first.
Jan,
what you saying?
I think it'll be one of them games where typical of Man United of late, where you should lose but you'll win. Probably a last minute fucking Maguire header or some bullshit.
Some nonsense.
1-0 United.
I like Big H. Yeah, Jez, I did. Flawless got pissed when Jez was analysis. Yeah, we don't want to hear that. And big up to Lewis, who says he told us to stop laughing at Chelsea. We better beat them 3-0 minimum. We will be there.
When was the last time Chelsea scored 3 goals against the Championship?
That's a great question. They struggled against Wimbledon, to be honest. But yeah,
love to Wimbledon, you know. Oh my word!
And I think did they? No, I don't think they have scored 3 goals because did they not beat Luton 2-0? No, they beat Luton 3-0.
And they beat Burnley 4-1, didn't they?
I said everybody outside the teams they came out.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, there's been a minute. It has been. Hey, the polls tied people, so someone got a vote because you got Moyes at 17%, Zerbi at 0%, and Ten Hag and Poch are tied at 42% apiece. So someone go vote to make that to break that tie. Next vote is legit the winner. You know what I'm saying? It is legit the winner. And that being said, I'll run through all of the results while we wait for the last category. So most unforgettable goal was who was the most unforgettable goal? Who won it? Who won most unforgettable goal? Yeah, Nketiah, 3rd goal. Yeah, the hat-trick goal. So most unforgettable goal was Nketiah's hat-trick goal. Most unpredicted result was Chelsea 0, Brentford 2. Most unacceptable error was Nick Pope's in the game. No, Nick Pope's. Yeah, it was Nick Pope's in the game. Yeah. In the Wolves-Newcastle game where he should have caught it for the 2nd goal. Most untouchable manager was Big Ange, but Lewis super chatted, so Eric Ten Hag got most untouchable manager. And for the first time ever, Ten Hag has actually won most under the Kosh manager as well. So for the first time ever, the same guy, the same manager has won most untouchable and most under the Kosh, which sums up Manchester United in a nutshell, people. So yeah, most unforgettable goal, Nketiah's goal, the 3rd goal against Sheffield United. Most unpredicted result, Chelsea 0, Brentford 2. Most unacceptable error was Nick Pope's error for the 2nd goal that Wolves scored, the Korean guy, where he should have just caught the ball instead of punching it. Most untouchable manager and most under the Kosh manager, both Ten Hag, because Lewis super chatted during the most untouchable manager segment. But yeah, love to everyone that has locked in.
Can I just say, I wanted to make a point about something first. It's a random thing, but
it's cool. Go on.
I was thinking about earlier, and I was thinking about who's been the signing of the summer. It's Maddison, isn't it? But I was thinking who's been the signings of the summer. But I think one person that's actually going massively under the radar is actually Josko Vardio. I think he's going massively under the radar. I think he's been immense. Like, and when you think about it, and he's not getting spoken about at all. If you think about it, he's like 21, I think, coming to a new country, into a big team. A lot of pressure at City at the end of the day to do well, and he's just settled in like fit like a glove. At the end of the day, he's just settled in absolutely fine, being consistent and being immense. Like, I know he's coming into a great team and a solid system, but still, he's performed brilliantly, and I feel like he's gone under the radar because even that, when they lost to Arsenal, City. City were fine defensively that game. It was just a deflected goal there. But Saliba got all like the hype for that game, and Saliba played very well. Don't get me wrong, but I actually think Vardio was the best player on that pitch that day, in my opinion. I actually thought Vardio was. So I don't think he's getting the respect he deserves this season. I think he's been a brilliant signing so far, to be honest.
No, I agree. I agree with that as well. I think it's just it's just. I think he's just suffering from any other team he would have gone to, you would be talking about him signing of the season. But because he is at City, and everybody just performs well at City, and it's not even a knock at City. It's just that it is just the norm now. So it's like,
but he's coming. He's still young, and he's coming into a new league as well, new country.
But that's the thing. But then it's just the expectations now. What we expect from the City signing. So it's like it is what it is. Like I do agree with though that. I mean,
he looks like he's been playing in this league for years. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, I agree. Like I've been a big fan of him for a good time as well. So it's
I've never gone to a game where we've beaten a team 7-0 and one of the defenders has impressed me as much as he impressed me in that 7-0. And from then, I was like, obviously he was kind of linked to City before that. But since then, I was like, I want him. Like, when it came to the summer, I wanted him and Doku. They were the two that I really wanted. Wasn't really that fussed about other players that we were linked to. But yeah, he's actually settled in a lot quicker. Him and before he got injured, Nunes, he was doing okay. I think he's injured. I'm assuming he is because I haven't seen him in weeks. But they've all settled in quite well. Doku's settled in well too. I think it just makes it worse for people like Grealish what's he called? Calvin Phillips. Because I think, and Grealish to an extent, because Grealish took a while to kind of settle in. But Calvin Phillips, I think, for other players to just come in and hit the ground running, it's kind of made it worse for him.
I think in terms of City, like we've all accepted Calvin Phillips should stay in it, but there is just one player I just think needs to step up a bit for City at the moment, and it's Foden. I just feel like Foden. I
don't know what's happened.
We all know he's a class player, but I just feel
used to be on point.
Yeah,
like,
but he needs to step up a little bit now. I just feel he's been a bit below par recently. He needs to step up a bit now because, like, especially now that the likes of Mahrez and like Gundogan have gone as well. I just feel like he needs to do more at the moment. I was disappointed with him in that Arsenal game. I just thought, this is your chance, take the game by the scruff of the neck, and he just didn't, man. I just feel like he's going through the motions a little bit in the last year or two. I just think he needs to show a bit more, to be honest with you. I think he will because he's a quality player in it. But
he's been. I think when he plays every week, he gets into a better form than when he's in and out. But I don't know. I think he had some issues last season off the pitch.
Yeah.
That kind of. I mean, there was a media story at the start of last season about one of our players, and I don't know why people thought it was Gabriel Jesus, but I think it was about Foden. And then obviously
it was a drinking problem or some nonsense
and then he was dropped for a bit, and then he came back. Remember he had a foot injury or whatever. I think he was genuinely injured as well, but there was some issue going on, and then he's come back. So I think Pep was easing him back in, and then now he's kind of playing more. But I don't know. Phil is better than what he's been presenting, because when he's on it, he's top quality. So
yeah, that's the thing. It's because I know how good he is that I just expect to see more from him, to be honest with you.
Yeah, his end product is not what it was. I don't know what's going on with him.
By the way, what do you think of Aki? Because Aki was so good last season but now because Guardiola's come in and he's kind of making that position his own now. Where does Aki stand now? Is he just a squad player now? Because I just feel he's too good to be a squad player, to be honest with you. Like,
I mean, Aki was one of our key players last season.
Yeah.
I think after that Arsenal game, because I didn't watch the whole game, but apparently he wasn't great, and there was signs that he was struggling. And I think Pep left him on, and then he ended up scoring their goal. So I think Pep, and I'm not saying that Pep's dropped him, because I think the players that he's been playing are playing well. So that's kind of why he's not played. But the fact that Akanji got sent off and he's still not come on, I don't know. I think it might be more that Gvardiol's playing so well, and he's kind of quite a settled back four that Pep's got at the moment. So I think he's kind of keeping it like that. But I don't know. We'll have to see. Aki is one of these players that will just come in when he's needed and play at the level that he plays at. I don't think he's not one of them that's going to start bitching because he's on the bench. Do you know what I mean? So that's a good thing. Obviously, Aki, I love Aki. I think he's great. But yeah, I don't know. I think at the moment Pep's kind of got he's gone with Walker. I think Walker's played consistently over the past couple of games. Yeah, Gvardiol's playing really well. I don't think you can really drop Gvardiol at the moment. And then Ruben Diaz, Stones. There's just so many. It's great. It's a great problem to have, because a few years ago our defence was not great. So it's a good problem to have. But yeah, we'll just have to see. He didn't obviously come on against United, but Pep just brought on Kovacic for some control in the midfield. So yeah, I don't know. We'll just have to see.
Yes. Love to everyone that has locked in now. Please continue to support in the manner in which you lot have. We're back today. Man United podcast, myself and Ivorian. So we'll be talking all things Manchester United. I'm sure there'll probably be something new to discuss. Obviously, getting his thoughts on the derby, his thoughts on the whole Ten Hag situation, looking ahead to the game in the Carabao Cup as well. And then midnight, people, you will get the first crossover of the week, the Manchester United Liverpool show, Man United podcast, analysis at Anfield podcast. So myself, Ryan. The rest of the Liverpool Duns will be there, talking all things Manchester United and talking all things Liverpool as well. All the shows I just mentioned and the rest of the shows are all available. Are all on the upcoming live stream schedule. Because I had someone ask me in the comment section afterwards, when do I know you go live? Check out the upcoming live stream schedule, people. It is there, legit, all the way up until next week, Sunday. Let you know all the shows that are coming up, people. All of the shows. On top of that, we don't stop. Hashtag no days off. Make sure you subscribe to Sarcasm City TV Gaming YouTube channel, people. You can see it right there. The link's in the comment section underneath in the description as well. That's where we will be running EA 24. I will be running a career mode on there. We're going to win everything with Manchester United pro clubs, with the OGs, pro clubs with the members. If you want to be a part of the members squad, link is in the pinned comment for that, plus many great perks. Plus, I'll be doing more gaming over there. I'll launch Friday, people. That's what it is. I've actually set a date. So Friday, not sure of a time, but like early Friday, like 5, 6, around that time. But yeah, obviously closer to the time, I'll let you lot know. But Friday, we will be launching on the Sarcasm City TV Gaming. So you'll get, like I said, mainly career mode with myself. Obviously, me and Peter are going to do a joint career mode with a lower league team as well. And then you'll get pro clubs with the OGs. So with all the originals from 23 and 22 and the members as well. And on top of those things, don't forget this show. All the other shows on the channel are available on audio-only platforms, people. SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, wherever you listen to podcasts, type in Sarcasm City TV. And this show and all the other shows will pop up. So Spotify, hit us with a follow and 5-stars. iTunes, make sure you 5-stars on there. Leave us a review. Same with SoundCloud, hit us with the follow as well. I'm not sure who is still live. Someone's still live though. We'll rate you.
I need
if
to
not,
dip.
I'll just send you lot. Hey Ryan, love every time. Yeah, I'll catch you up tomorrow if you're about. Yeah, love. And I think Alam's still live, so we're gonna head over. So just put Sarcasm City Raid in the title. But love to everyone that's locked in. This has been the Premier League Game Week 10, doing the most live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up for tuning in.